So we're back with another morning after reality recap. I'm Jasmine.
I'm Jalen.
So it's the night after Real Housewives of Potomac. Before we get into everything, please take a second to hit the like button, leave a comment,
Subscribe.
all that. So this episode, we pick up where we left off. They are at the coming out of the house party for Ashley.
Yes.
Kind of getting into it because of this apology that they want to have happen.
So we did realize it is just a build-up. So Candiace didn't do anything. Well, she did different things, but it wasn't anything like
this one thing.
Right. It was just build-up of many things.
Right. Now, let me say this, because in real time, we are seeing a lot of things happen online. People are saying things about what happened, the backstory, this and that. But let's just go from what we're seeing on this episode.
Okay.
Keep it simple. But keep in mind other things could be happening, but to the viewer this is what appears to be going on. So they're doing too much, I feel like, with Candiace trying to force this apology, like Karen said.
Yes. I was glad she said something because somebody had to. Because it was
Karen
clearly
is the voice of reason this season. I know people, you know, sometimes she be acting all pretty and y'all let but she be coming through with the facts.
Yes.
So in the beginning, even Wendy is like, shouldn't an apology go both ways?
Right.
And I'm thinking, that's what I've been thinking already, because Ashley hasn't, you know, been innocent and not said anything at all to Candiace. It's been a two-way thing.
Right.
So for some reason, all of the ladies are just focused on Candiace.
Right.
It seemed like they was all, you know, getting on her.
Yeah. And I feel like when he did try to say what Karen said, it just was light. So it wasn't really picked up on.
Yeah.
But yes, go ahead.
Yeah, because I think most of what she said was in the confessional too.
Yeah.
But then Robin tried to jump in. Like, you went berserk on her. That's what she said.
Right.
Mind you, when she went berserk, I will tell you, I remember that. She told her to get out of the house.
Yes.
She came back in
no
the
one
house.
is acknowledging the fact that happened. And it was
like, what about that part?
Well, was it Giselle who invited her back in the house, or whoever it was invited her back in? But you know you were told to get out.
Like, you're looking for a problem.
Exactly.
But anyway, they want to say that's when she was acting berserk. You went berserk on her.
She was in my house.
I wouldn't have to say, shut up, Robin. Trying to chime in on something. There's enough going on. We don't need the extra. We got Giselle. Then here come Monique. Trying to, you know, back it up. Now, I know there might be a backstory, because I'm telling y'all, I like Monique. I thought she was a cool character. But just looking from what I'm seeing on this episode, I don't like how she's moving.
No.
And then she wants to say she's not a friend, but you're not really acting like a friend. Even if you're upset with your friend, would you...
That's not how you handle it.
Would you, like, in front of a group of people trying to add on to her getting attacked?
Right.
That's your friend before you mad at her about one thing she did?
Yes. And then Candiace did mention at some point in the episode how she did call her.
Right, before.
And asked her, is it going to be cool if I come to make sure?
That's a good point.
And she told her yes.
She didn't mention nothing about, we might bring up such and such, try and get y'all to...
And I remember I said that would have been the time to say, you know, I think you should apologize while you're there, or whatever you want to say to her, but don't do it at the table. Yes, and as a friend especially.
But she keeps talking about Candiace.
And even Candiace did apologize to her too about the Sharice.
Yes, because Monique brings it up.
Yes.
Says how she's so upset. She said she didn't realize it was that deep. She thought it was some old beef,
right,
stale, dry, whatever.
Right, and she said I could have told you beforehand.
I'm letting you know. She done that so perfect. You would think we would be able to move on.
It was a mess.
So the dinner ends
with Karen shutting everybody up.
They let us hear a little audio from when the cameras weren't rolling. What did you think about the audio? We hear that Monique, she kind of laughing it off. I had to do it. And I was like, no. And then she says, like, I'll talk to you off cameras.
Right. And I feel like it was perfect only because then, of course, Candiace was like, she's two different people around the group. And when it's
that
just
does
us.
go to show that.
And it was like proof, because why do you want to come off camera?
Why are you laughing and kikiing with me now? But when the cameras was rolling, you were just trying to come in my neck. So yeah, it looks flip-floppy to the viewer.
Correct. But I will admit, Monique did seem like, you know, the cool one, all innocent.
That's what I'm saying. The other, especially when she first came on the show, they was trying to comfort her, and she was just, you know, I have 4 or 5 houses. They asked all of that stuff, but I don't know what's going on right now. with her and Candiace. I'm not feeling that. All right, so the next scene's kind of small. We see Ashley and Michael Darby at the store shopping for baby stuff, right?
Yeah.
Okay. There was one thing I saw that they was trying to point out was when Ashley was saying, "Oh, I look kind of good when I see myself," and then they show his response as,
"I need to get back to work."
Yeah, like hurry up. But that was edited.
Oh, it was? What made you say?
If anybody noticed, let me know. But I noticed because I had to run around the back 3 times.
I wanted it twice, I'm gonna admit.
Oh,
but
okay.
I what was it?
So when she's saying that, the baby has the pacifier. It might have failed or something. But as she's still talking and they're showing,
Him?
When they go to him, his response, the baby got a bottle.
Oh,
So
okay.
not the same moment. So maybe they're trying to paint a narrative to set up for what he's gonna do later on or something.
Okay. And then also for her little thing she said in the confessional.
Oh,
about that. That's what I figured was going on.
Yeah.
But okay, then that makes it a little better.
now maybe he said, well, he did clearly say it, but not in response to her saying how she looked about herself.
Right.
So I gotta give Michael that. They did try to play it. He's still off the chain. The next scene we see Giselle and Robin. Robin goes to Giselle's house for a little visit. They talk about Jamal and how they were able to link up again.
Yes.
Because Robin always thought, they would never be together again. Then they get to talking about her girls, Giselle's girls, and how they feel about Jamal. And Robin was shocked to hear it. It is shocking to hear that,
It does,
a kid don't want their mom and dad together.
When you first hear it.
Especially when you don't really know them together.
Yeah. When you think about it that way, it's more understandable.
Because I do know, if you with your mom and dad all the time, you hear them arguing all the time, it's like, just break up. But if you don't even know that for yourself, it's interesting to hear them so against kind of. And Giselle said she kind of feels almost like she has to choose.
Which is like, that has to be hard. And I feel like that's what a lot of people go through when they have like, divorce and the dating in general.
Right.
Is trying to figure out how their kids are going to perceive it, and if they don't like it, what do you do?
But the kids think is this their daddy?
Right.
That's what makes it like, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
But then I was thinking about it as their ages too. Like, they're also at that age where they're like, are you at the age where you kind of think you know a lot of things?
They probably, they sisters, so they talking to each other.
Right.
I'm like, that's not good. Yeah, you're right. The next scene, we meet Miss Wendy and her family. We see her 2 sons, her little baby, her husband, and her mama comes over to teach the kids ebook. I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
Having their lessons. After they was really listening and attentive.
They knew 1 through 4.
They did. But the mama said she gonna teach them 1 through 3, right? It's like, wow, that's a little snippet.
I think she said that, but I feel like she meant their 1 through, like, their numbers.
Okay.
When she said it, I think that's what she was trying to say. I thought it too, like, they're straight.
But maybe that's all they got the attention span for. Okay, but no, aside from that, we do learn about all of Wendy's accolades, her achievements, her profession. It's nice, it's cool to see.
Yeah.
She's not just a housewife.
Right.
She got 3, 4 degrees, 5 degrees. What, PhD?
Yes.
She's a professor, commentator on MSNBC.
What she said?
This is slight work. Alrighty, so the next scene we see Miss Monique and the bird. Karen goes for a visit, and Monique got the bird. Hold on, Karen said, the bird is T'Challa.
Yes.
She said, T'Challa ain't going on. She was serious. It was funny. Okay, so they just, I guess, kind of recap the coming out of the house party for dinner. What's her name? Monique is still adamant about being mad at Candiace about Charisse. What she was saying, it was just playing in her head or something?
Right. She just keeps going back to how she didn't give her a heads up.
Now she apologized. You would think she would,
be trying to let it go.
Trying to move on.
And it's not that big of a deal. was thinking if something would have happened at the wedding party, what was it called, anniversary party, between her and Sharice, then maybe okay, still be upset. But I'm like, nothing even happened. The most is she just didn't tell you she was gonna be there. Your night wasn't ruined. Nobody's night was ruined. Nothing happened, and she apologized. So let's move on.
Not to mention, maybe I'll touch on it later. I said it before a little bit, but Monique has been in situations trying to befriend people that Candiace ain't cool with.
Right. You said it.
So, in between, Monique and Karen, we seeing Candiace and Chris talking, and Candiace is catching Chris up on what happened. Oh wait, we forgot one thing. Did we? Kind of, maybe not. I don't know, but Ashley invites Candiace to her sip and see. So they kind of leave off on a better note than.
Right, when they left the dinner, the whatever dinner, Ashley seemed very okay with Candiace. I don't know how to say it, but very receptive of okay.
They did make some kind of progress.
This wasn't the time or place.
Right. That should be noted. While Monique over here mad about somebody else. Okay. So yeah, Candiace tells Chris that Monique is a flip-flopper, which is kind of looking like to the viewer at this point in time during the show. So the next scene we see Pastor Jamal take Giselle and the girls out for a boat ride
for her birthday.
Yep. The girls aren't too excited to go. Or maybe that's some teenagers.
I feel like that's all it is. Their personalities are just all of us at that age.
Yeah. But they get on the boat. It's a little nice, I guess, dinner. I guess Pastor Jamal. Does he sense maybe a little disconnect with the girls? I don't know. I know he mentioned he went to the oldest daughter's school and she tried to kick him out. But maybe because she didn't want the attention of
right. No, I feel like at that age, again, you don't want your parents at school.
And he does gift them like a partnership to a restaurant. That was a cool little moment. Again, the oldest daughter didn't seem too into it.
As I said, and I feel like at that age again, something you're not gonna understand until you're older and life really hits you, and then you'll realize that was very nice.
Okay, so now we get to the sip and see. Ashley sip and see. So guests are arriving. Before Candiace gets there, she has some time with Monique, Rob, and Giselle, right?
Ashley does.
Ashley. And they go over the event, or the, coming out of the house dinner. Now they think it goes well. Did you hear them say that?
Well, I did. But then they also were saying, like, maybe she's not going to get it until they all gang up on her. It's kind of what I got from
They already ganged up on the girl.
Right. But they're like, until everyone, I don't remember the exact wording.
Until, like, they leave her hanging, like, out to dry or something. But for them to say it went well.
Right. After they were
well,
my thing was I guess it ended well because it did end with I will apologize to you later, or we'll talk later. But then I was thinking, but y'all were the one pushing it. If that's what they meant by it went well, like, but y'all were the one making it seem like it wasn't going well. You know what I mean? Like, it didn't go well for them, but it went well in the end because Candiace did what she was supposed to do.
That was going fine. Like, in the beginning, before all the arguing happened, she said that. Right.
And that's what started the argument.
Right. So if that was fine to say, why couldn't they leave it there at the beginning?
That's what I'm saying, yes.
But
so, they just wanted to...
Yeah, I feel like they're not taking into account... Maybe they don't see it as like all of them was coming at her, but that's what it looked like.
Oh no, they don't see it like that at all. I feel like they don't at all. Because they constantly say they didn't gang up on her. Or we're not attacking you, I'm sorry.
Well... So that's before Candiace arrives, and Candiace gets there. Ashley was very nice to Candiace. Candy was very nice to Ashley. Ashley lets her hold the baby. So Candiace even says how seeing Ashley not afraid to, go through motherhood gives her hope or something like that. Which is nice to know she is kind of inspired by Ashley's parenting, mothering. What? Yeah, bravery to enter motherhood.
Right.
Okay, and so then knock at the door. I was wondering who it would be. I didn't even think it would be Sharice, but it was Sharice at the door. At first, I'm like, uh-oh. But then we find out Monique is privy to the fact that she will be there.
Right.
Just as she let her know. And so she's fine with their relationship, Monique, because they've been friends.
Right.
So the issue, I guess, with Candiace is that she's a new friend after y'all not friends.
They did show a clip where Ashley was admitting to Monique that it seemed like when they fell out is when Candiace and Sharice got close. When Monique and Candiace fell out.
Right.
So I guess I forget to mention that, but I feel like she just thinks she's being shady by being friends with her type of thing. But still no reason to continue talking about petty stuff. But go ahead.
Yeah, that's a good point. Monique feels like she's just being her friend because...
Right, because they weren't getting along at the time. And she knew that was someone she didn't really care for.
Okay. So we see Karen and Wendy over at the punch bowl, getting their little refreshments.
You're right. And I'm okay with Karen saying, hello. Oh, how are you?
They were talking to each other, right? And then I guess
they weren't even like... I feel like Wendy maybe thought there was going to be a conversation. But Karen, she didn't do the hello, how are you? Okay. And then she moved on.
Yeah, so when she said something else, Karen didn't hear her. She was already
right. She was just saying her hello. But like you said last time, why does Wendy keep acting like they're supposed to be best friends? I don't know. Like, she's not acting a stranger.
Like she don't know her. She knows you.
Right.
She's the one knowing you further.
And she said that she's just not a fan of her. And I'm like,
I'm not. We've been on board.
Right.
Not a fan. I'm not.
I feel like maybe people are like accustomed to, you know, even if you don't like them,
the
be fake with them, right? She's just being real. She don't care to say anything more than hello and goodbye. And I don't see nothing wrong with that.
I'm not caring to see you. Go ahead, do you?
Right.
So we're back with the ladies. Ashley lets Candiace know kind of that they were talking about her before she got there.
Right.
And so again, Ashley wants to reiterate how she wanted to apologize in private, not in front of all the girls, because the issue was between them two. But here come good old friend Monique. But you got to talk about things in front of us? What did she say? Right.
Well, this is still after So Ashley says, you know, we were just talking about you behind your back. And Candiace responds, you know, right, okay, well, I just think it's a conversation between me and you and nobody else. And again, that's where it could have been chopped up. Okay.
The good old friend Monique. Is Monique the one who come up?
Yes.
Okay. Well, what does she say? Basically, like, you should talk about it in front of everybody.
What did she say? Something along those lines, I feel like.
I don't remember, but mind you, this is your friend. You're upset with her, but it's still your friend.
Right.
Supposed to be at the time, I guess. But you're not even giving the other ladies a chance to get at her because you're ready to get at her.
Right, you're the first one to, but you're her friend, and you're first to jump in.
And so Candiace does call her a flip-flopper.
Right, and that's fair.
It does seem flip-floppy to me, looking in at this episode.
You just want to like Monique.
You know, there's a person that like Monique. But I'm saying that because they're in real time. There's been some videos that's, you know, she said some things that I guess may justify how she's acting.
Right.
But I don't want to get it all messy and be like, well, I saw this, but she said that. So from the show, based on what we've seen, this is how I'm feeling. But what else?
And then kind of Monique and what does Candiace say? She said something about how when her and Giselle became friends, maybe now she
tried to play the girl.
And then they started,
they tried to play her. Right. I know what she was saying. She said, I don't know if this is because you're cool with Giselle now.
Right.
And here they go cackling, laugh. And then she said, let me be lead. And she was probably right to leave the way they did her. I don't like that. That would upset me.
But again, she was saying another place and time where this was not necessary. They didn't have to even, like, at first I was like, was it Ashley's fault for even bringing it up? Like, we've been talking behind your back. But I'm like, I guess that's what most people would want anyway. You would want to know if someone's talking behind your back instead of finding out later on or whatever. But then I'm like, again, they could have just let it go when Candiace said, you know, right, I don't want to do this in front of everybody. So why push it again in front of everybody? So her walking out, I feel like, was right for even the event. It was supposed to be about the baby, calm, peace, whatever. So she was right.
And then you can see, like, just them laughing there, you can see how it's going to go. It's not even going to go right. So
that would irritate anybody.
But I got what she was saying, which is before it was in the past, we see her make up with Ashley, not even concerned about how Candiace is feeling about Ashley. She's just doing what she want to do moving forward. Candiace didn't give her this much flack as she's getting for having a friend finding a friend in Charisse.
Right.
And so she does compare, because before it seemed like Ashley was in, now Monique acting funny with Candiace. So she said, I don't know what it is. Is it because you're cool with Giselle? I'm not sure.
Right.
And that's when they just start going on. But I understood what she was trying to say. It makes sense. She wasn't saying that's what it was. She was saying, I don't know. Is that why? But anyway, so she leaves. Now when she leaves, here goes Giselle. She trying to bring Charisse and Monique together. When Candiace leaves, Monique said something about that, right? About her leaving. Do you remember?
Say it again. Who said something about Monique leaving?
About Candiace leaving.
I mean,
Monique, she had some kind of comment when Candiace left, when she walked out.
I know you're looking.
So then Giselle try and make up, or try and have Charisse and Monique talk. Well, here go Monique. What she do?
Get up and go. Well, no, but then first, the whole scene was irritating. Because yes, when Giselle is over here, like, and you know, it was all just ironic how like you were just kicking with Giselle, and now Giselle is sitting here trying to clearly, as always, slightly being shady, stir up the pot between you and Charisse now, doing exactly what you did to Candiace.
That is very
And
funny.
her first response was, she said something like, don't go there, Giselle, or whatever, stop. So, and it's the same exact thing Candiace said. Not here and now. And then when she didn't stop, I have to go to my podcast, whatever. And it was like, how ironic.
That's real blind. I didn't even think to compare.
Karma just went in full circle for you, just then and there. Now you see how it feels.
But they act like, or Monique act like it's just Candiace. She wants it on her terms and yada. But you moving the same kind of way a little bit.
That was your terms.
And then we hear Charisse say she doesn't know why they don't speak.
Oh,
What do you think that was about? Is that because she doesn't want to put the rumor out there?
I don't know. I feel like that's. I was just thinking any reality TV show. I feel like that's usually how it goes.
Okay.
If they put out a rumor, they're more likely to say like, I don't know what's going on.
Because I mean, she could say she thinks that I said something about her family, you know,
right.
without saying it. So I'm wondering if maybe she's still not trying to put her business out there. But she
I
might not know that it's out, you know.
She's not trying to put Monique's business out there. I was thinking, if anything, she just doesn't want to speak on it because she, even if it was or wasn't true, like she just doesn't want to put it on her at all.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Does that make sense?
I think I see what she's saying.
I'm trying to remember what Karen said. Karen said something again.
She said she had to go to the podcast.
No, she just had to go to the podcast.
Karen was trying to stay out the best this season.
Yes.
She's just neutral.
I can say by the end of
That's
the
what she
episode, I was Team Karen.
Karen's not here for it. She got her perfume line to think about. She got Ray at the house acting up.
And again, she said, I'm gonna get me another plate. No one has time for this nonsense.
Yes, indeed. She's so.
But she was also respectful with when Candiace wanted to leave.
Yeah,
you know,
said,
let her go.
She's the voice of reason this season. So while Charisse and Monique and Giselle having their little thing, Ashley has left to go after Candiace.
Yes.
Okay, which was nice of her. She, you know, was really putting things to the side, like Monique should be doing.
I'm glad for once she saw it was wrong.
She just said she doesn't want her to feel like she's being ganged up on. And Candiace does open up to her a bit. You know, she says, it doesn't feel like she's my friend right now, talking about Monique. So they have a nice little moment where it seems like they really are going to move forward, or at least, you know, have an understanding.
Right. So and even then, Ashley said, you know, do you want to have the conversation now? And Candiace said, not right now. And that's understandable because of everything that's just going on right now.
It's already.
And then Ashley just said, okay. You know,
she said it's your day. I don't want, you know, to disrespect your home, your baby, all of that. So that was nice.
So I see it going well for them too. Hopefully
better than her and Monique. It's a shame. You make up with the girl you beat him all this time. Can't get right with your friend.
But then it makes you wonder, who is this big brawl with Monique? Is it gonna be Cerise? Is it gonna be Candiace?
It's gonna be Candiace.
Well, how you know?
Well, you know, real time. Yeah, like even when it happened, you know, the little balls or the people knew it was them two.
Okay, so I missed out.
Okay.
Okay.
So, spoiler alert. I'm sorry. I thought you knew that.
No, I've been waiting to see, wondering who it's gonna be.
Oh no, that's why earlier I said, you know, we know later on she want to be the one violent. Remember?
Oh no, yeah, I knew Monique was gonna be the one.
But it's toward Candiace, the one she's talking about. That's
okay.
why
So
I
they
said
finally reached their limit. Okay, so we'll see in this season.
Yes, that was it for today, y'all. We're gonna see what happens.
It's getting good though.
But again, if you made it to this end of the video, just hit the like button for us. Leave a comment, please.
Yes.
But thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
All right.